Hi everyone, Aaron here for Zollotech, and I thought we'd talk about the iPhone 8 and what to expect. There's a lot of rumors and speculation going around, and I thought I'd give you some of my predictions and really talk about what's out there already. No one outside of Apple really knows what the iPhone 8 is going to look like. There are some leaks here and there that some people have claimed to see, but we really won't know that until we get to about September when they release it. So first, let's talk about the design. We expect the design to change. This design has been around for a while now. This is the iPhone 7 Plus, and this design is basically 3 years old, with the exception of the antenna lines, the camera, and that's pretty much it. Apple doesn't really update the design as much as people think. They update features, but not so much the design itself. This one has worked for about 3 years, and honestly, Apple has only updated the design about 3 times since 2010. And what I mean by that is here we have some iPhone 4 and 4S, and you'll see iOS 6 here. They changed to iOS 7 and then refined it with iOS 8, 9, and 10. So the designs really don't change as often as we think. This was around for a long time, and this was released in 2010, the iPhone 4. This is actually an iPhone 4. This is a 4S, but I have them running different OSs. So we had these for 2 years. Then those kind of were moved aside, and Apple brought in the iPhone 5 design. So we have the iPhone 5, and they've liked that so much, they brought it back with the SE, and that's those designs. They also threw in the 5C, which we only saw one revision of, and then they brought along the 6, and then they bumped up the size to the 6 Plus, and we have the new design, the 7 or 7 Plus. So there's not a huge design change over all those years. Since 2010, that's basically what we've had. And so we expect the new design to be all glass. So just as the 4 and 4S were glass front and back, we expect the new design to be glass front and back, and possibly a wrapped display, so wrapped around the edges. We don't know this for sure, but it seems like that may be the way they're going to go. They also are supposedly going to eliminate the home button, and you can kind of see this where they made the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus home button a haptic button where it doesn't actually do anything, but it feels like it does. So I can see them eliminating that and putting that on the screen somewhere, sort of like Android does, but maybe all over. It's hard to say. There's also rumors of sizes between 4.7 and 5.8 inches. So if it does wrap around, this is 5.5. You could gain a little bit of size if it wrapped around the edges. So we expect that probably. So we've basically got a new design, no home button, probably waterproof or water resistant like this one, probably a bumped up camera as well. They keep doing that every year. As far as performance goes, we expect the A11 processor based on a 10 nanometer process. Now, Intel hasn't really done a 10 nanometer process yet, so supposedly they're going to get that in this device first. As far as ARM processors go, they're going to shrink that down to a 10 nanometer die size, so it makes the processor incredibly small and power efficient, and you can pack a lot in that. So we expect a performance bump, of course, with every iPhone, and the next one should be no exception. Now, one of the things I'm looking really forward to that I would love to see, and there's quite a few rumors recently about, is wireless charging. And I don't mean the wireless charging that Samsung has where you just set the phone down and it charges. I mean true wireless charging. So you'd basically put a base station in your room and walk around anywhere in that room and it would charge the device. Now we know this is a real technology, and I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, but Energous is actually a technology that they say is coming out later this year, and they've been working, that company Energous is working with manufacturers. They won't say who, but it kind of points to Apple as far as doing this. Apple said they wouldn't do wireless charging unless it was beneficial, not just a pad that you laid on. So I could see them doing that, and that would be really very cool to see that everywhere. So imagine a base station in your car, in your home, in your office, wherever you're at. You just put the phone in your pocket and it's charging. This technology has been out for a very long time. Tesla even was trying to work on that many, many years ago, and it just never became mainstream, and there's too many losses as far as that goes. So it seems like they've figured it out. I'm not sure if it'll be in this particular revision, but hopefully we see something like that. That would be incredible. And finally, we expect to see some better biometrics. And what we mean by that is not just a fingerprint, but maybe a Windows Hello style iris recognition or facial recognition system. So if you've ever seen Windows 10, where it recognizes your face and unlocks, and Samsung has this with the iris technology as well, we may see that with an iPhone as well, with the front-facing camera. So there's all of these things that could be really pretty big updates to the next iPhone, and I think Apple really needs that at this point. They're kind of getting, it feels like they're not really listening to the public too much and things are falling behind, although that's not really true. It seems that way. And one thing I left out is I expect to see USB-C. Now, a lot of people say I'm crazy for saying this, but Apple helped develop USB-C, and it still uses some technology that needs to be licensed. So I could see them switching to USB-C. It will be a pain point for many people, but I love that it's everywhere. It's on their MacBooks now, and I expect it to be everywhere else. It's kind of adopted across all computer companies and everything. So that would be really nice to see that on Android phones, iPhones, MacBooks. You have one universal charger, and that would be really great. It'd have a few pain points at first, but most people will get over that fairly quickly, and hopefully they just offer them inexpensively if you need a charger. And the one thing, of course, we're going to see in June is iOS 11. iOS 11 we should see around the developer conference time. They always show it off, and we're not exactly sure what will be in that as far as the specific updates. There aren't a whole lot of rumors as far as that goes yet, but I'll keep you updated as far as anything I hear or anything we know for sure. So let me know what you think in the comments below, what you would like to see for the next iPhone when it comes out. You want a larger size, you like the smaller size, or maybe 3 different sizes. We're not sure at this point.